go ahead and record. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and give you permission to go back. Make host. Okay. Okay, I think we're all good now, Sharon.
Okay, all right. Well, hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday morning so far. So I'm going to share my class that I have. And is everybody on mute?
You can only do that. I'm sorry. I should have done that.
I thought I did mute everybody, but I'll just try to see if I can do it again.
Yeah, if everybody could just mute.
Okay, I've got, okay, mute all. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, all right, everyone's muted. Okay, all right. Well, what I wanted to talk about today was balance. And as the screen is saying, balance is a feeling derived from being whole and complete. It is a sense of harmony. Self-care is fundamentally about bringing balance back to that which has grown imbalanced by too many commitments or responsibilities. Too much of one thing can end up creating stress, but living a life in balance can provide harmony and peace. The body works like a symphony, all parts working and playing in harmony. Things like overwork, overexercising, overeating, overanxiety can throw the body out of balance. Uh-oh, I'm not advancing, guys. Okay, something's going on. Okay, unmute yourself, Barbara.
Yeah, it usually takes a couple, try pressing the enter key and then also press the
okay, there we go. Okay, got it. Okay, but now I need to, how do I minimize all these great people?
Just press that little line. You'll see an X, you'll see a box, and then you'll see a line up on the top right corner of all the participants.
Okay, okay, of the participants?
Yes. Well, that's what you're saying. You need to minimize the participant screen?
Should I? Okay, okay, yeah, okay.
There you go, you did it. Okay.
No, I didn't, because you're still covering up my, I can't read my screen.
Oh, well then you just, all you have to do is just put your cursor on the black bar that's right above your head on your little picture.
Okay.
Tap it and then move it. And then you'll move your picture. I know that happens to me too.
Okay, I am, getting, okay, I need to get, okay, this is where I want to go, but I can't, it's not, you're not moving.
Okay, let me see. Hang on one second, Sharon. Okay, I'm going to reclaim host. I'm going to move that picture. Did it move on your screen? I'm going to admit, I'm also admitting Barbara Ward. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody again. And then I'm going to give you back your host privileges. Okay, is that better? You need to unmute yourself, Sharon.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
No, it's not better. I'm so sorry. You're still, the writing is all on that side.
Yeah, so that's why you probably notice on my slides, I always put the writing on the left.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
And I do that.
Okay. Well, I'll just try to, I'm trying to see if I have, okay. Okay.
But Sharon, you can very easily move that. You just have to put your cursor onto your picture.
Okay. It's on there.
And then you see that black bar above your picture?
Yes.
Okay. Tap that black bar and then just it's like you're grabbing it and you're holding it and then you're going to move your picture.
Don't worry. No, when I tap it, it advances.
It's okay. Advances. Look, just I'll tell you what, do a left click and then just drag the picture out of your writing.
Okay.
I wish I,
Okay,
I
I'll tell
wish
you what,
I knew.
I'll tell you what,
wish
I'll
I
tell you
knew
what I'm
how
gonna
to
do.
say it.
I'm just gonna try to give what's on there because this is, you're talking, you're talking to someone that is computer challenged, you know? So I was like, left click, okay, all right, which way to go? But anyway, okay, just the whole point of this slide was just to talk about balance. And I had on there proper sleep is necessary. And sleep affects everything in our body. It affects our immune system, our appetite, our breathing, our cardiovascular. And then begin your day by putting doTERRA Balance on the bottom of your feet. doTERRA Balance is a great oil blend to use during an aroma touch hand massage. So you said you always put your information on the left side, huh? I have to remember that next time. Yep. Okay, this is a quote from Hippocrates. I thought it was really good. If you can see it, I can't. But it says, if someone wishes for good health, you have to ask them if they're willing to do away with the things that are causing their illness. And this is the only way possible that they can get help. Okay, great. It's on the right side. The importance of clean eating. Every time you eat or drink, you are either feeding disease or fighting it. In addition to clean food, water, exercise, and a natural support is essential oils, which we already know that. And some of these things that I was thinking about, they're just kind of reminders because, you know, my class is, you know, very simple. But this is talking about, I don't, if you can see it, that's good. It talks about the trillions of cells that are in the human body, the different, you know, organs that are there, the vessels that are stretched out for miles. I can't see all of it, so I'm just kind of telling you what's on it. But it's just talking about how all of these vessels work together. They all play vital roles in keeping us alive. And it's just the amazing design of the human body. And of course, we know that, you know, God, you know, created us, and the human body, it truly is amazing. Okay, balance. A real symphony orchestra has a conductor. You are the conductor to bring your mind, body, and spirit into harmony and balance. Symphony of the Cells for additional pain support. Symphony of the Cells inflammatory protocol is highly recommended. And so when I was looking at some of my information on pain, there was a recommendation for something called Symphony of the Cells. And what I want to do is just introduce that. This is, and I'll go to the next slide. The next slide, this is the man, his name is Boyd, and this is his wife, Cindy. They are doTERRA founders. They're from, I think they were part of the original doTERRA founders, and maybe Barbara can tell us a little bit more about that. But he wrote a booklet. This is a booklet about Symphony of the Cells. Symphony of the Cells is a collection of 19 different oil applications. It's how to apply the oils, created by Boyd Truman, based on 27 years of practical knowledge and use of pure therapeutic grade essential oils. Boyd and Sandy started out as in doTERRA as product users. However, they could not stop telling everyone about them. They were not professional network marketers, but their enthusiasm about the products was irresistible. He and his wife, Sandy, are one of the original founders. And I just do this in case anyone is interested in learning how to make money with the doTERRA, but his annual salary is over $2 million. His information is definitely amazing. So this is one of his basic applications. And one of the things I'm learning about the oils, you know, sometimes you have your routine that you follow, but, you know, maybe you put it on your, you know, your oils on your pulse points, or, you know, I know I've been applying the frankincense, you know, to my head. And then, of course, the one that Zena had shared with us, you know, for the blood pressure, the frankincense, the margarine, and what was the other one, Zena? I forget the other one, but anyway, it's lemongrass, you know, over the heart. Lemongrass is strong for the blood pressure, but just the point that I was making. Lemongrass. Yeah, lemongrass. Okay, so sometimes you have little routines, but when I was learning about the Symphony of the Cells is different applications. You know, and I know I use the balance blend on my back, you know, every day, and balance can be used, you know, with massage. But this basic application is frankincense to the neck and shoulders, bottom of the feet, and also inhale it. The next step would be apply tree tea oil to the spine and the bottom of the feet, and then a massage blend applied to the spine and the bottom of the feet. Looks like I missed step 4. I'm sorry. It could have been just those 4 steps, you know, it may be numbered wrong, but then you apply peppermint to the bottom of the feet. And these are the conditions that you are trying to attack. anxiety, asthma, cold, flu, and also offering immune support. But this is his first Symphony of the Cell. And like I said, there are 19 different essential oil applications that are in the little booklet, and you can, look it up. And, I think the book costs about $12. Okay, the Harmony Balance. Okay, this is another application. Apply frankincense to the back of the neck and shoulders, inhale, and then add to the bottom of the feet. Apply carrier oil, thyme, ginger, clary sage, grapefruit, Roman chamomile, ylang ylang, lavender, and Siberian fir. Apply in order to the spine, inhale, and of the and of the bottom of the feet. Okay, for additional pain support, the inflammatory protocol is highly recommended. And this is the one that I started out with, because a lot of time I'm fighting, and it's not really bad. I think my pain is very much under control, because I use the deep blue rub, the deep blue, both of them. Sometimes I'll use the stick, and then of course the deep blue polyphenol, the supplement. But if you want further support, the frankincense oil, the tea tree, wintergreen, massage blend, lemongrass, Siberian fir, helichrysum, soothing blend, peppermint. This application can relieve head, neck, and back tension, as well as soothe muscles and sore joints. And see how calm she is with all these things that are coming at her. Okay, so this is kind of a repeat. Symphony of the Cells is about creating balance and harmony, and I can't read it all, but anyway, I already gave you that. Like, there's 19 applications. Their focused approach their focused approach to the symptoms and underlying causes of many ailments and illnesses. I hope you can read it. Sorry about that. Okay. I have this written down somewhere. But anyway, this is just talking about how powerful, the oils are, and how fast. If you can read it, can you read it, Barbara? Can you read it?
Yes, it says,
okay, good.
We do know that essential oils have the highest ORAC scores of any substance in the world. The oxygen radical absorbance capacity, or ORAC scale, measured the antioxidant powers of foods and other substances. For example, 1 ounce of clove oil has the antioxidant capacity of 450 pounds of carrots. Wow. 120 quarts of blueberries, or 48 gallons of beet juice. Essential oils are composed of very small molecules that are able to pass through the blood-brain barrier freely, or pass through the skin and reach every part of the body in minutes. If you place a drop of cinnamon or peppermint oil on the sole of your foot, you may taste it on your tongue in less than 60 seconds. What a cool challenge, huh?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, and then I just wanted to, I know this is one of the things that really is near and dear to my heart, is the co-impacting, and Barbara's going to give us a little bit more about the oils, but I love the co-impacting and the healing hands, and these are just the humanitarian efforts that doTERRA uses when they work with the communities, and they don't go into these different countries. Many of them are underdeveloped, and just strip them of their resources. They provide they provide help on both sides. So it may be schools, it might be just trying to get clean water. There's just so many things that really make this. It's an amazing company. Okay. Okay, it's not advancing again. Okay, here we go. Okay, so one of the Healing Hands Foundation, this is a hospital. It's called the Sanag Specialty Hospital. It's in Somalia. It opened in July 27th, 2021 in Irgavo, Somalia, the heart of Somaliland's frankincense resin harvesting region. The hospital provides quality, accessible healthcare in a region with over 600,000 people. Prior to the opening of Sanag Specialty, should be Sanag Specialty Hospital, it says people had to travel over 12 hours to reach medical help if they could afford their journey at all. And there was one account that I read of that the lady was trying to take her child to the hospital, and it died on the way. And I was just thinking about, there's, things like this are just probably, I mean, we call 911, someone's at our door in, maybe 5, 6 minutes, or even less, it says, the hospital is backed by doTERRA Healing Hands, and it provides sustainable, equality healthcare to hundreds of thousands across a remote region, African region. So that's just one of the things that we're doing. Just with that $1 donation, that's what we're doing. These are some of the other co-impacting programs. The anti-human trafficking, the empowering women, and that's helping them with jobs. Self-reliance is the same thing. Global health, it could be clean water, sanitation, disaster relief. Okay, clean water and sanitation. And there's just so many more. This is just a small part. Okay, we had a video, but the video, we'll just try it. This was the last thing that I wanted to show, and then Barbara's gonna, can you hear it? No, can't hear it, huh? Okay, well.
No, we cannot.
Okay, well, this is just showing like some of the, I'm not sure if this is Madagascar. Let me just see what it says in a few minutes, but these are some of the people.
Sharon.
Yes.
Call me on your phone and just put it on speaker. And then I'll keep mine on speaker so everybody will hear. Okay, now back it up a little bit.
Okay, got it.
Yep. Put your phone where it's. I don't think it's working.
Okay. Okay.
It's not coming through very good. I'm going to hang up. It's better if
Okay.
you read it.
Okay. Okay. Well, these are just examples of people that are out working, collecting all the different products, whatever it might be, of the oils that we use. And it's some of it is a very, very long process. But they're creating jobs in rural areas. But the self-sufficiency, they have contracts and fair pay that is being given. Yeah, the fair on-time payments, and it supports these communities.
And this is Tim Valentiner. They're going to collect water.
For an hour and a half. They walk for an hour and a half one way to get water. But doTERRA has the water flowing now. They built the pipeline. So both sides are happy. It's a win-win situation. The people are happy, and so is doTERRA. This is a school that was built by doTERRA, medical clinic.
Oh, Jean Marie. So Jean Marie, is this the rose? No, it looks like it advanced. Okay, this is Jean Marie. So they're in France. What are they getting in France? It's a
cardamom.
Okay, cardamom. Okay, this is frankincense for sure.
Yeah. She's just talking about the joy that she's getting just in seeing people rejoice and know that their lives can change.
So just showing the co-impacting.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
It's almost done.
Looks like wintergreen, Nepal.
She's just saying that they have no other means of support. So doTERRA is fully committed to co-impacting. The ability to give back and to help so many people around the world and provide employment. And he says it's downright magical. Okay, that's it. I don't know where all these things came from.
Yeah, they're just trying to get you to watch another video. So
like, wait a minute, what's going on? Okay.
So
but anyway, okay,
yes.
yeah, that's that was the end of my presentation. And I know that's just being thankful, you know, that we can just in some of the things that we enjoy. Sometimes when you hear about people walking for an hour and a half to get water, it's just like something we don't even think of. We just go to our sink and, you know, turn it on, or food. We just go and, you know, grab this or that. But at least we can just feel good about a company that's trying to help and trying to give back. Okay, Barbara, I'm going to turn it back over to you. However, I'm going to do that. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I'm
I'm the host now, so you can go ahead and
okay.
I'll mute everybody. And then I'm going to share my screen. And what is my screen right here? Okay. So I was just kind of thinking that Sharon, first make sure you check me. Can you see and hear everything okay?
Yes, yeah, I see your screen and it's loud and clear.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah, this technology is pretty awesome actually. All right, so what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to go behind Sharon and just kind of put some slides just to kind of put a face to the names of the oils that she was talking about. So she spoke about frankincense, and in particular, when Sharon was talking about that hospital, that is frankincense country, right? So this is what co-impact sourcing is we get an oil that is so precious. Frankincense is, I mean, I use it all the time. I mean, and I know I was talking to my daughter, and she was telling me how much she loves frankincense for herself. She had gotten she dove into the pool. This was during the summer, and she hit the bottom, and she had a big, it was going to probably leave a scar. And she said she just put that frankincense on. She said it went away. She absolutely loves it. And so frankincense is an inside out oil, right? It can be taken internally. It should be put on the skin, and it definitely should be diffused, whether you're diffusing it in a blend or otherwise. And so frankincense is an oil that everybody should have. And the nice thing about it is that this month, their frankincense is being given away for free. Every December, they give frankincense away. Well, this month, they're not only giving frankincense away, but doTERRA is also giving myrrh and a brand new oil. It's called Holiday Love. And I just got it actually yesterday because I placed my order on the 1st. And I opened it up and it smells wonderful. But in this oil is cedarwood, Siberian fir, wild orange, frankincense, balsam, Nootka, and Labdanium absolute, which I don't know what labdanium is. There's also cinnamon leaf, there's tonka bean, and then there's also vanilla. I mean, that's an awful lot of oils in this little oil. It's a blend, and it smells very good. The frankincense definitely comes through because frankincense is one of the first listed ingredients. The frankincense is definitely coming through, but cedarwood and frankincense are very similar in many of the smell, the properties, but cedarwood is thicker. It's a very thick oil. It's also a very wonderful calming. It's a very grounding. It's an earthy oil. But anyway, so it's called Holiday Love, and 2 people are going to get a little sample of this oil. It's not going to be around. doTERRA, they put certain oils on or out at certain times of the year. Like there's a couple of oils that, you know, even though some of us don't celebrate holidays, it still smells good. I mean, just because I don't celebrate the holidays doesn't mean I can't enjoy the beautiful smell. So, but anyway, so yeah, so getting back to the free items. So it's going to be frankincense, myrrh, and then this Holiday Love. 3 of these oils are being given away for free. You place a 200 PV order. So in other words, do your shopping, right? If you use the hair care products, get them. If you take the Lifelong Vitality, get them, right? Even if you get 2 boxes, right? Then next month you don't have to order your Lifelong Vitality, right? But you'll be able to get these free products. So get them, put them in your cart. All you need is 200 PV in the cart, and then you get those free products. Not to mention, you also get, if you place your order before the 15th, so there's just a couple more days. If you place that order before the 15th, you also get a free, it's a 15 ml bottle of clove. Okay, and I know we talked a little bit about clove last week. So, but anyway, I wanted to just kind of present that with, you know, with the frankincense. Now, Sharon was also talking about tea tree. Now, this slide says Melaleuca. Why am I putting a slide that says Melaleuca when she was talking about tea tree? Well, Melaleuca and tea tree are basically one and the same oil, okay? doTERRA never had the tea tree oil. They had the Melaleuca oil, okay? But they renamed it, and so there's a lot of buzz about, you know, this renaming of it and all of that. Well, what doTERRA did was they decided to use it. There's several different species of this plant, and I wish I knew that from the A to the Z as to why, you know, all of this. Why did they go to a different species? But they did. And in the process, they're naming it tea tree, and they're also stating on the bottle that it is not for internal use. Okay, so just want to make sure that everybody understands that, because Melaleuca, I mean, who didn't take that internally, right? It's really, really good. It's literally like an antibiotic. And we can talk more about that another time. But Melaleuca is literally like an antibiotic. Now, tea tree, even though you can't ingest it, you can gargle with it. You can put it on your throat, because your lymphatic system is very concentrated in this area, in your armpit area, and in your groin. These are ways that you can introduce tea tree into your lymphatic system without ingesting it and going through your GI system, okay? So that's the only difference then between these two. But just to know, just because you're not ingesting it does not mean that you cannot get the benefit of the oil in your body, okay? Because when your skin acts as a barrier, it allows some things in and it keeps other things out, right? It keeps parasites, it keeps bacteria, and it keeps viruses out. It's our largest organ, and it is very, very durable, okay? And it's made that way for, you know, for our personal defense. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that, you know, just because you cannot intake tea tree does not mean that you cannot benefit from the intake of tea tree. It's just going to go through a different pathway, okay? All right, Wintergreen. Sharon was talking about Wintergreen. Wintergreen, one of those co-impact sourcing, we saw Wintergreen comes from Nepal. Now, Nepal, they considered, now notice I say considered, because they no longer consider this a weed. They did not, it was something that they did not want. It grew everywhere. It was more of a nuisance than anything else. Here comes doTERRA, right? So doTERRA shows them the value of this beautiful plant, teaches them I mean, they really didn't have to be taught a lot about the, you know, the harvesting and all of that, because these people, I mean, they're just, they can run circles around us in that aspect, but teaches them the ways of the distilling and capturing the oil from the wintergreen leaves. And this particular oil is so important for pain. It's so important. It is the only oil that has a childproof cap, okay? And the reason that it has a childproof cap is because of the potency of this oil. If a child were to consume this oil, I mean, it is so potent. And so doTERRA certainly doesn't want anybody to, you know, to have some type of an accidental poisoning, you know, from consuming so much. But anyway, very, very important for pain. Okay. Now, it's also an oil that oftentimes is used in things like gum and things like that. It's very good for oral health. It's so good for so many things, but especially for pain. Lemongrass, another pain oil. It's probably one of the cheapest oils that doTERRA actually has. There was a co-impact scene there of the harvesting of lemongrass. I have grown to appreciate lemongrass. It's a very, very powerful smell. It could be overbearing if you're not careful. So if I diffuse it, I put very few drops in my diffuser, and I make sure I put something to kind of, you know, tampen down that, you know, like I might put like peppermint. And peppermint's also a very strong oil too, but it kind of balances out that lemongrass a little bit. But you can literally cook with this oil. As a matter of fact, if you live in India, you know, everybody has lemongrass. Everybody cooks with lemongrass. So it's just really, really popular in India. Siberian fir was another oil that Sharon she had in her presentation. Again, muscles and joints. Okay, I don't know what's happening to me, but ever since I got COVID in August, my joints, I never used to have problems really with my joints. My joints have been giving me problems. I don't know if it has anything to do with COVID or if it's just because I'm getting older. I don't know. But we do understand that, you know, our parts wear out, right? I know Linda's at the auto shop, right? Her car wears out, right? Parts wear out. Same with our body, right? So if you've been living on this earth for 54, 55 years, yeah, things are going to start to, you know, kind of, and that's the beauty of these essential oils, is that they're helping us to maintain. They're helping us from an inside out approach. But look at this: respiratory support, bone support, gut and organ health, skin support, cellular support. I just think that these oils, because they're broad spectrum. Okay, what is broad spectrum? You can take a broad spectrum antibiotic, and what that means is you can take it for a variety of different bacterial infections. It's broad spectrum. Well, essential oils are broad spectrum. Helichrysum, beautiful, beautiful oil. And I've come to really appreciate this oil a lot more, because when I find out what is good for blood clots, for the clotting of, you know, our circulatory system, Helichrysum is so beneficial. Okay, so this is an expensive oil. It's a beautiful oil. This would be a really good oil to use your loyalty points for, is Helichrysum. It's a beautiful oil for any kind of injury, whether it's a broken bone, whether it's a bruise, blood clotting. It could even help to prevent these things, the blood clotting, not the broken bones. There's nothing really that you can do to really prevent those except for putting padding all around your kids. You know, our kids are always breaking something, right? I know when I was a kid, I broke both of my legs. We were just always breaking our bones when we were kids. So anyway, peppermint. Peppermint comes right here from the good old USA. So if you want to buy US products, well, here you go, peppermint. But peppermint is very, very good for just for many things. It makes things taste better, like your water, right? But you would only put a drop. You don't want to overdo it and make it to where it's, it's just way too strong. One drop of water one drop of oil in your glass of water. Make sure you give it a good stir. Very, very good. But it's also very, very good for breathing, for respiratory issues. It's very good for digestive issues, right? But also for what Sharon was talking about putting it on the spine. I would love, I actually have that Symphony of the Cell book, and I would love to incorporate some of these oils into the protocol. And then last but not least is balance. And this is what she was talking about. This is the grounding blend. Now look at what's in here. You have spruce needle, hoe wood, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile in a base of fractionated coconut oil. So that way it's not too strong on our skin. What a beautiful balance of oils. And just like the name suggests, it promotes a whole body balance, right? Smells really do. They work on our limbic system, and smells really do work. One of the I was actually just listening to something about our limbic system and about our emotions. We are so emotion driven, right? We want to feel good. We want to feel good about what we're, right? There's all of these, we are very emotion driven. And so balance literally works in the limbic system of the brain to promote that emotional balance, right? So one thing that that we see with especially a lot of the younger people, and I think a lot of it is largely this right here. I was just actually talking to my grandkids last night. I was over at their house. We're having game night. And so I was talking to two of them. They just turned 14. And, this thing right here is just a very big influence in their life. And so we were kind of talking about finding that balance, not being addicted to these types of things. And, I was talking to them about, just some of the emotional impact that cell phones and social media and all of that stuff has on us. Very, very true. And so we're seeing that with a lot of young kids, especially those that maybe are not raised in the church where we fight against these things, right? But I was also thinking though too, is that these types of things, oils and the smells in our home actually really do help our emotional and mental state. It is very true. And you don't believe me, just think about, have you ever walked into maybe you walked into a house and maybe they were just popping popcorn, right? And what do you automatically think about? What do you automatically want? You want some popcorn. Or let's say you walk into somebody's house and they've got, maybe cookies baking in the oven. It gives feelings of well-being, right? Of warmth, of an invitation, inviting. It gives very, very good emotional feelings. And so smells really, really are, they're very, very important. There's a reason that God gave us that sense of smell. It's very, very important. As a matter of fact, that is cranial nerve number 1, is your sense of smell. And so it's just very, very important. I know I say that because my daughter, she had just taken her head to toe in her nursing class, and she had to go through all the cranial nerves, You've got a lot right here in your head. You've got a lot of nerves, right? Eyes but smell, number one, cranial nerve number one. Now I'm not saying that to say that, you know, your sense of smell is more important than your sense of sight or your sense of hearing, or I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that it is very, very close to your limbic system. It is it's directly tied, and you can affect change so quickly with the sense of smell. That might be a good little thing to do with your kids, you know, is put a smell under them and they have to tell what it is, you know. I think that's just so neat, because our smell and our memory is very, I mean, you can literally, how many times have you smelled something and it's like, I smelled that somewhere, and you're trying to figure out where you smelled it. It's inciting all, you know, things going on. It's like, it's bringing things back to your memory, right? I know my mom, she had a signature smell, right? And if I were to smell that smell, it's called Gina Tay. Anybody that's a little bit older on here might know what Gina Tay is. That was her signature smell. And if I were to smell it, it would immediately bring me back to my mom. And that's a good thing, right? It's a good thing. So anyway, let me see. That is all. So let me go ahead and stop sharing, and let me stop recording. Where did my recording button go? Okay, stop.